I'll figure it out. Ugh. Yeah, well, there you go. So working. The jerky working. Welcome to my domain. Jurassic Park is one of those franchises that I think is being absolutely milked to death. Like, when you think about it, does there really need to be 7 movies? No, there's no point. Because I just watched the recent Jurassic Park movie. I forgot it was Rebirth. It was that one. If I could qualify what the entire movie was, take a plot diagram and just just slap dinosaurs on it, and you got the entire movie. That's exactly what it was. I don't even remember all the details, to be honest. So, like, the premise of the movie was these group of scientists. I think they're scientists. Are they scientists? I don't know. They kind of just like they want money, like, for a pharmaceutical company, like in the trillions of dollars. Like, they want to be trillionaires for life, pretty much. And essentially, what happened was they wanted to, like, get these serum samples of, like, hemoglobin inside these gigantic dinosaurs. Like, one of them was a mosasaur, the other one was like this gigantic bird-looking thing, and the other one was a sauropod. I don't know what it was called, though. But it was a bad idea, because bad ideas is what fuels these movies. It's a thriller movie, so of course they're gonna, like, make a villain and then have, like, a few side characters that don't do anything and then just get killed off to add the stakes. And then there's, like, the kid with the little pet. Of course there's always a kid with a little pet. It wasn't a bad movie to watch, except for, like, the very beginning with the Snickers wrapper. I need to talk about that part. Okay, how come you use a plot device such as a Snicker wrapper? How do you use that? I find that ridiculous and really absurd and kind of lazy, because Steven Spielberg freaking wrote this movie or directed it, and you're telling me that was the best he could do, is to make a basic movie? Like, I feel like he had his gun pointed at him when he made this movie. Like, the executives at, I don't know what the hell the company is, Lionsgate? No, it's not Lionsgate. I don't know what the company is, but they essentially, like, wanted to get more money, such as the Jurassic Park franchise, and they decided to, pull up to Spielberg's residence and, like, point a gun at them. Or at him. And that's pretty much what happened. If I could really, like, qualify or visualize what the movie ended up being, because it ended up being a nothing burger the entire way through. I didn't even get to see them go up and, like, give the DNA samples and the hemoglobin to all the scientist stuff out there, because the villain guy who wanted all the money dies, because of course the villain has to die. So what happened was they just sail off the open sea and the movie just ends. So I'm left with no decisive answer if what anything they did was worth it or, like, even important at all. So that was kind of mediocre. It looked nice, but that seems to be the only thing that movies can do nowadays, is look good and sound good, I guess. When half the movie's CGI, it's not that hard. I don't understand why I watched it if I don't really want to contribute to that stuff, because it was a family thing. So, like, kind of just did it anyway. I don't know, like, the movie was your basic thriller. It checked all the boxes but did not do anything else. That's pretty much what it was. It was not like, if you like dinosaurs and that's your first movie that you ever watch, like, that'll be probably the best thing you ever watch. But if you watch the first 6 other movies that ever have existed, this one is a dud in comparison. It really just is. And that's coming from someone who hasn't even finished the Jurassic Park series. I watched the original Jurassic Park and then the 3 Jurassic World movies. The 3 World ones, which are all sequels, which are all remakes, not really remakes, but they're all spin-offs, were better than this one. Because the further you go down the pipeline of spin-off and spin-off, and you just keep milking the cow, eventually the cow is going to be shriveled up and it's not going to have much substance left. So that's pretty much what happened with this entire movie. It's not anything spectacular, you know? I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be blockbuster, like Oppenheimer, like The Matrix kind of level. It just needs to hold up at least to the standard that was presented, and it did not. You know, I don't even know the characters' names. Like, I all I got was like some basic backstory stuff from all these people. It's like, how should I care about that when like I never saw them in any other movies. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen them ever. So it's like, yeah, there's fireworks going off, by the way. On July 5th, by the way. I don't know why it's happening on July 5th. But you know what? It's America. We can do what we want as long as it's not past the quiet time of 10 p.m. Didn't stop people last night from doing that at 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, this was just a random video. I came dressed up after coming from work, so you're welcome. Yep, I work at a food place. Usually how it is for youngsters like me. But yeah, I hope I can turn this into my part-time job, because that would be nice. But I can't hope for that. I gotta work for it. So, you know, which means providing fun stuff, fun content, you know, insightful content, and very, you know, just good in general. I don't want to fry your brains. I want to make you think. I want to make you think, you know. If I had to give this movie a rating, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. It wasn't bad. It wasn't unwatchable, but something was definitely wrong after that Snickers bar scene. Like, if a Snickers wrapper can blow up an entire facility, first of all, fire the guy who did that, and second of all, probably refigure how you put air conditioning vents. Why would you put it in within a door? I don't know. Make the vents smaller so that wrappers can't fit through it, or make it like a very microscopic filter. I don't know. I don't know what guru decided to just throw in the Snickers wrapper, and he actually dies too. The guy who did that dies, so he got what he deserved. But yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching my shit show, and I'll see you later.